Scan the headlines on any given day, and you'll find massive scandals involving billionaires, escalating warfare in the Middle East, and rare astronomical phenomena all appearing at once. It feels as if world events are beginning to collide. The human brain has a natural aversion to that feeling of randomness. When we are overwhelmed by massive, seemingly unconnected crises, the mind instinctively searches for a single, underlying pattern to provide a sense of order. This specific drive fuels a massive narrative currently circulating online. This text asserts that none of these recent global shocks are isolated accidents. The foundation of this theory is that a microscopic elite, representing only 0.2% of the population, is orchestrating world events according to a pre-planned script. Their goal, the text claims, is to summon an apocalyptic figure known as the Dajjal. In Islamic eschatology, the Dajjal is a false messiah or deceiver who appears before the end of days. While it is easy to dismiss these claims as fringe internet ramblings, millions of people now use this specific framework to navigate geopolitics. Examining the layers of this story reveals how it successfully reorganizes a chaotic world into a singular, predictable plot. The narrative gains its initial credibility by grounding itself in a real, documented horror, the crimes uncovered at Jeffrey Epstein's private estate, Little St. James. When the depravity of the global elite is proven through a verified scandal, it forces a larger question: how deep does this rot actually go? From there, the text takes a significant leap. It claims that modern exploitation rings are actually continuations of ancient, satanic child sacrifice rituals. Specifically, the text identifies these rituals as offerings meant to please an ancient deity named Baal. Baal is a pre-Abrahamic god historically worshipped in the Levant, often associated in later religious traditions with idolatry and forbidden rituals. By tethering ancient, supernatural claims to a modern, verified crime, the narrative makes the impossible feel plausible to the believer. The conspiracy then projects this supernatural theory onto current Middle Eastern geopolitics, beginning with the devastation in Gaza. Standard analysis views this conflict through the lens of territory, security, and historical grievance. This text reframes the loss of children's lives in the region as an open, highly orchestrated blood ritual. The narrative absorbs other regional tensions, pointing to reports of disrespect toward the Kaaba as proof of a coordinated attack on holy sites. The Kaaba is the sacred stone building at the center of Islam's most important mosque in Mecca. Even recent military strikes against Iran are stripped of their conventional motives. The author dismisses factors like nuclear deterrence or proxy warfare, replacing them with a narrative of dark religious devotion. By removing all messy political nuance from the board, the conspiracy successfully shrinks a complex regional war into a binary battle between good and evil. And the final pillar of this worldview turns astronomy into a literal weapon. The text asserts that a recent alignment of planets opened a supernatural window, allowing this elite group to finally summon their dark messiah. In this internal logic, the cycle of solar and lunar eclipses acts as a hard cosmic deadline. The author connects earthly events back to this clock, claiming the recent military strike on Iran was a rushed operation executed to complete a satanic checklist before the eclipse occurred. Linking unpredictable earthly wars to perfectly predictable cosmic events creates an unbreakable illusion. It makes the chaos of the world feel like an inescapable master plan. What happens to a society when a large portion of the public adopts this unified worldview? The source text ends with a chilling directive: understand the enemy psychologically. Treating a geopolitical rival as a supernatural force of evil makes political compromise or peace an impossibility. There is a deep irony at play here. While the believers warn of a massive elite operation against the public, they are themselves using extreme framing to justify an uncompromising holy war. Simple fact-checking cannot dismantle this level of radicalization. For those deeply invested in this theory, individual facts are secondary to the powerful emotional needs the narrative fulfills. Our greatest vulnerability lies in the terrifying comfort millions find in believing the apocalypse is unfolding exactly according to plan.